You did because you were looking up the 15 volumes.
Blood on the tracks. I only put 4 names though.
You put
The parents,
the two parents.
and his cousin.
Okay,
I did read a little bit into volume 3, so let me double check
that one's on too.
the ending.
They rip up the letter.
Yeah.
Okay, they ripped the letter and then the kiss.
So creepy. So creepy. But if my mom was that hot, I don't know. I couldn't blame her.
Okay.
Wait.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Hold on a second.
Cut that out.
Did you just say if my mom was that hot? With that being said, that's a good way to start this episode. Oh man!
I'm just kidding.
In our recent book club meetings, we have now found out that Jesse is in love with his mom. If she was hot.
Only if she was a hot Japanese woman.
Is your mom a hot Japanese woman?
Let
Fall
Jesse
in love
know.
with her.
Let Jesse know.
Let Jesse know right now.
Here's Jesse's number right here.
Every time. All right. Blood on the Tracks. I've read 3 volumes. I almost said 13. I've read 3 volumes. But Jesse recommended this to me probably half a year ago at this point.
Yeah.
And I was really fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And so for our first manga that we're going to review,
Second manga
that we're going to review, we decided to bring in Albert,
Yep.
who was very unsuspecting.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what's going on here.
Just based on the cover art, what did you expect?
I mean, just some weird runaway story with a mom and son, maybe.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about it too much. Just looking at the cover.
Just by looking at the cover?
Yeah.
The cover, the art in this in general is very interesting just because until you know the meaning behind the story, you just think it's a happy family, nothing.
Yeah.
And then as you start to read more and more, it just gets creepier how it is. And
The version I read online, the English title was Trail of Blood. So for a second I had trouble looking for this manga. So I looked it up for the Japanese name, and then the English transliteration was Trail of Blood.
wasn't it named after? I read somewhere that it was named after an album.
Blood on the Tracks?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
There's that. What is that music album? Is it a music album? It might be a music.
It probably is.
Blood on the Dance Floor? No, I'm kidding.
Because I also got results for music when I
Yeah.
did Blood on the
Yeah,
Tracks.
even though it inspired the title, but it didn't inspire the story,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is very interesting. Anyway, Jesse, why this one? What caught your eye?
This is the same guy who recommended Shibuya Goldfish, so I got just recommendations from this guy, and I pretty good. Besides Hunter x Hunter, we're pretty spot on when it comes to
You're just not a fan of shonen. I understand.
I think I have space for one shonen in my heart, and there's no more space.
Yeah, I understand.
It's the worst one.
It's the first one that you
No,
really read.
Bleach is definitely worse than Naruto.
Hey, Bleach is great.
Bleach is definitely worse, and
Bleach or Naruto are some of the first shonen people read.
Bleach is
Yeah.
great.
I mean, Dragon Ball is probably below that.
You gotta get some people up in here.
He does not speak for us.
No.
I enjoy Dragon Ball a little bit more
I
than
think
Naruto.
I enjoyed Evolution better than. No, just kidding.
Oh, whoa! Stop it!
Yeah.
Get out of this. Okay. Let me go ahead and get to the details real quick. It's written by Shuzo Oshimi. It has 17 publicated volumes. I think that's it, right? In
I
Japan.
think so. Yeah.
The latest U.S. release was Volume 15 that came out earlier this month and on the 5th, and then Volume 16 comes out April 23rd of next year. So they're almost to the end of it. Jesse's almost to the end of it. I've only read 3 volumes, so I
Yeah.
still got a ways to go. But
I found volume 15 a week before. No, 10 days before it came out. So I was very excited.
Nice.
this is a psychological horror.
You actually do have Jesse's description inside.
I told you, yeah. So we're gonna listen to Jesse's description of
Oh
this-
no! Why would you do that?
this manga.
What? What do you mean description? How would I describe this to people?
Synopsis, yeah. Putting him on the spot because it's his recommendation. It's not.
Where do I start? I don't want to spoil it if they haven't read it. I mean, they're gonna get spoiled anyways,
Well,
I
okay,
guess.
but yeah, if you want to suggest this manga, why? Like, what about it is interesting? Without trying to do spoilers.
Yeah, I like manga and anime that give me twists and turns that I'm not expecting. And in every volume, there's a cliffhanger or there's just something crazy that happens, and it makes you want to binge read this whole like series.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my synopsis.
Yeah, I feel the end of every volume is like that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it gets creepier every time, but they do enough twists that keeps me like, oh yeah, this is good. It's not
Mhm.
like, oh man, it lost fizz after 4 volumes. It's just it keeps going,
It keeps going.
keeps going.
It just keeps going
Yeah.
all the way to the end.
Yep.
Like some train tracks.
Like you said.
You know, it doesn't keep going. Naruto.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, it's still going.
No, that's not Naruto anymore.
It's Baruto.
It's even worse.
Even how do you even get worse? John's
Yeah.
asking himself.
Yeah, how do you get worse from Naruto? No, anyway,
Go to Hunter x Hunter.
he's gonna ignore you.
yeah. So some characters real quick, since Jesse didn't really give a description, but some characters are Saichi. I'm just gonna say the first name. I don't feel like repeating. that.
Osabe?
Osabe, yeah. Saiko, who's the mother. Ichiro, who's the father, and Shigeru, who is his cousin, who
Yeah.
they spend a lot of time together.
And you Fukishi, is it?
The girl?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
girl.
His interest.
Yeah. Yeah. I would include her in there too. And then the parents, but I forgot their names.
The only reason why I didn't put her in there is because we've only seen a little bit of her so far.
Yeah.
Right. She hasn't had much impact yet.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
All right.
Just so everyone knows, we're only reviewing the first 2 volumes.
Yep.
Some of us,
Can't
haven't-
read fast.
can't read fast.
Yeah, I gotta pace myself.
Albert's just a slow reader.
Yeah.
He read it all
No.
last night.
I eat slow. I read slow.
No, he just eats slow. I read slow.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Yeah.
I think I read through both volumes in about an hour.
Yeah.
We had
maybe
a
less.
just to defend Albert, I guess.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't really want to. We had our Christmas party for work last Friday,
Okay.
and obviously they fed us. One of my coworkers is Filipino, so another of Asian descent.
Southeast Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ate my food so quick. I was hungry. It was good.
Yeah.
So I've always been a quick eater.
Was it Filipino food or was it
No, it was Mexican food.
okay?
She ate her food so slow. and
Slower
so
than me.
She had to reheat it 3 times.
The party was like 2 hours, and she got through a plate and a half in those 2 hours, and I
Oh,
got
man.
through 2
Wait,
plates.
is
in
she
like,
talking or what's
No,
happening?
She was just eating.
Just a tiny mouth.
She wasn't participating in the games or anything like that. Like it was just like, bruh, can you
You're
hurry
just
up and
calling her
eat?
out now,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah. She doesn't watch the podcast. So it's okay.
No, sure.
Anyway, I'll let her know that I called her out on my podcast. Okay.
Another subscriber.
Hey, subscribe.
She's gonna thumbs down everything. Now.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's just my story. Cause
Does she drink slow?
I don't know. I wasn't paying
Oh.
attention.
Thanks.
But yeah, so Albert's not the only slow eating Asian that I know.
Is it an Asian thing? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know.
I just don't get it. Like I get ridiculed, and they're like, "You're an only child. You should enjoy your food." It's like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I spend a lot of time with my cousins and my dad, and they're
Yeah.
quick eaters. You know, you gotta eat quick if you wanna.
If you want seconds.
Yeah. So
One of my previous bosses ate so fast. I've never seen a human eat a burrito this big in like 3 minutes. It was so crazy.
What's that one guy that eats the hot dogs really fast?
A Japanese guy.
No, the hot dog eating contest winner.
I don't know.
He's American.
I
It's
thought
not
he was
Guy Fury.
Japanese
No,
American.
it's not Guy
He-
Fury.
No, that's he's a TV cook show host.
I don't know why if it's he giving
Come
my.
on.
Not Guy Fieri.
hot dog eating contest guy.
I'm pretty sure he's a Japanese American.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah,
That
That's
is
not
his
a real name.
Joseph Christian Chestnut is an American competitive eater.
Oh.
Joey likes some wieners, eh?
Yo,
Yeah.
no, I don't understand. We totally.
Is he skinny?
I don't. Yeah, he's relatively skinny for a guy that eats a lot of hot dogs quickly.
Yeah.
Dang. Glizzy Gobbler over here.
Anyway,
We're not bringing TikTok into this.
I just thought it was interesting that I know someone that eats just as slow as Albert.
Slower. I'm
Slower,
looking
yeah.
faster than that. I've finished my food within an hour and a half.
Who eats fast between me and you?
I eat pretty fast.
You probably do.
He
You
does.
got, you got a bigger mouth and bigger stomach, so
Hey,
makes sense.
hey.
I just chew a lot. That's why I eat slow.
Hmm.
I'm just a bigger person in general. Okay.
Yeah, there's no argument against that.
Yeah. Only thing that's not bigger is.
I think my head circumference is bigger than yours.
Yeah, that's where I was going with.
Yep. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
for the sip.
Definitely the top head. Oh, you got a sip? Oh,
Mm,
that's
go
for
ahead.
the movie.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a
Excuse
sellout
me.
set for this?
No, I don't.
I don't
me
either.
neither.
It's okay. I wasn't expecting.
We're keeping this one short. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one's short. Like, okay, so anyway, spoiler alert. At this point, definitely go read the manga. Would you recommend it?
Yeah. I mean, depends if you are okay with certain topics.
Yeah. I would recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
If you don't like it, I understand why, but
Yeah.
if you
Read through volume 2, and then if you don't like the ending of volume 2, then stop.
Normally, I'm very firm on like the 3-volume, 3-episode type of thing. But this one, like, you get quite a bit in 2 volumes. So
yeah.
Right.
if you don't like it after volume 2, then don't read it.
The premise of the whole series is at the end of volume 2.
Yeah. Anyway, thoughts on the manga. What do you guys think? Good, bad, ugly.
Art style is simple, but I like that it shows the characters' emotions.
Yeah.
It makes it deep enough, I think, that you are wondering what the main 2 characters are thinking.
Yeah. It's simple, but it gets very like
Intentional.
detailed and
Yeah.
intentional. It gets where it needs to be artistic. It is, and a lot of like use of shading on certain parts, and it's
I
very
think
good.
the one image that stands out to me is like, I forget which of the 2 volumes it is, but it's like the page of just her face, and it's like split on the pages.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And then like one side of the face is shaded on one page, and then on the other page it's like
yeah,
not. And then her eyes are so like alive but dead at the same time. Like,
yeah,
like there's nothing behind there, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, and that's the medium
just
of
a hot
manga
Asian
where
mom.
it
Oh.
works really well.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's very trippy. Like as you read more and more into it, like the cover art looks so like happy family,
Innocent.
innocent, yeah. And then once you realize what's actually happening, like how manipulative she is, and it's just so creepy. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
man,
I recommend it.
I'm glad I'm rereading it because I need a refresher of everything.
of everything that happened
Yeah.
so far, yeah. So since we did the spoiler alert, like, so what happens in the first volume is like you get introduced to the 2 main characters, basically the son and mother, and the cousin's like spending every weekend there, but he makes like comments about how his mom's overprotective and this and that, and they go
Mhm.
on this like hiking trip, and boys are just being boys, you know. They're hiking, they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
There's a joke that probably went a little too far where he like pretends to push his cousin. Shigeru pretends to push Saichi?
Seiichi.
over the edge, and the mom is like right there to catch him, and everyone's laughing at her, and making jokes
Yeah.
and then later on, like they're even higher up and they're on a lunch break. The two boys go to a pee break
Yeah.
and Shigeru, the cousin's like messing around again on the edge, and
Yeah.
she saves him, and then like typical Lion King fashion, long live the king, and just chucks him off the edge.
Oh
Like
man.
I mean, wait. I don't think she actually saves him, does he? He like
she pretends to save him,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's messing around like he's falling, and
right. He's not
She-
actually falling.
yeah, she grabs him and.
Yeah. And then she pushes him, and I was like, "Whoa, where did this go?"
Like at first, like reading the first volume, you're kind of wondering like, okay, what's really going on here? Like nothing's happening. It's just
Mm-hmm.
maybe you just think it's like slice of life at this point, you know? Like there's some jokes being thrown around.
Where's the blood on the tracks coming from?
Yeah, like where's this coming from? And then there it is. She just pushes him, and then like immediately goes into character, and starts screaming for help and
Mhm.
Yeah.
telling her son to go get help, and
Yeah.
it's so creepy.
Very creepy. Like you said, like the art is very expressive, but it's expressive and she's still very blank and dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very good.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Would you read that part? Were you expecting it, Albert?
I mean, not. I knew something up was something
Was
up.
bound to happen.
Yeah. So the mom was suspicious. She took things personally. Her family was making fun of her of being overprotective of her son. The son was feeling it too, and wanted to talk to her about it. And then he pulls back. I think as his cousin leaves one of those days, probably the first day. I think when they ask if Shigeru can visit more often,
Mm.
and that's where Keiichi says something to his mom and then pauses, and then she says, "What? You can tell me anything." And then I don't. Does he say something past that, or does that scene end? I think it ends.
Trying to remember which part you're talking about.
When he runs up the stairs, right? And after he talks to the girl or whatever about like coming over,
Right.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he runs up the stairs and she's like, "Did something happen?"
Yo, you seem happier today.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he just plays it off like nothing
He's
happened.
like,
Right. He
Yeah.
didn't want to share anything about how he
Yeah.
felt about his mom or about this girl.
Yeah.
I think what's like most interesting is like just how he like after she pushes his cousin off, like he still protects her, but it traumatizes him like
Yeah.
Immediately.
immediately.
He knows what's wrong now,
Yeah.
and he chose to go with the flow.
Yeah. But it's weird because I feel like he had to like question himself if that actually happened or not, because how she reacts, and then I think how he plays it back in his mind. I mean, he sees the image and I see the image, but it's so crazy I don't believe it, and I feel like
Right.
the son would be in the same situation.
I mean, up until that point, he was like very, like he loved his mom.
Yeah.
She just seemed like a nice mom. Like,
Yeah.
and he's still young. I think when I read the actual synopsis, he's still in like middle school.
Yeah.
I think he's like 12 or 13 in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And so, like, he doesn't know any better. And then his whole world is just turned upside down. And
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I'm interested to see like what's actually going on with her, just because like I'm not justifying what she did, but it just seems like from what I've read, everyone in that family is very condescending. She feels like mistreated. She feels like the husband never helps out or just expects her to do all the labor at home and take care of
Yeah.
the kid and the family, and
Which is very traditional Japanese household.
it was just like, I don't know. It just seems like it took a toll on her after a while. Maybe she was always crazy. Probably.
I
don't
feel
know.
like,
haven't really-
I feel like she'd always has been crazy. She's always been protective of her son, and maybe I feel like she thinks that her son is always getting manipulated, so she wants to protect him. Whether or not
She's doing the
it's actually true.
manipulating now.
Exactly. She's the one.
So then volume 2 happens.
Yeah.
And volume 2 is like where we say there's like the trigger warning, because everyone knows what happened. She pushes the cousin off the edge. There's like the whole hospital thing. Like everyone who read it knows what happened.
Yes,
Not-
the audience knows.
The audience knows. But he's just trying to continue on his life, and he gets a love letter from the girl, and the mom at the end like reads it, and she's like, "You'll rip it up for me, won't you?" And like it is
Oh,
very
man.
creepy.
Basically, this whole volume is about the son trying to cope in the next few days of what's happened
Yeah.
with his cousin, and
Yeah.
I think they have a pretty nicely timed flashback about the cat that
Yeah.
gets introduced in the beginning,
Yeah.
and he's wondering why is the cat there, why was the cat dead,
Yeah.
and him remembering that even though he was only 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring that back a lot, huh?
A lot.
Do
Yeah.
they keep bringing it back later on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's happened like past volume 11 or something like that.
Mhm.
They brought it back. Yeah.
Was it in the beginning of volume 2 or end of volume 1 that the cat flashback?
It starts at the
it
beginning.
starts as the
That's
very
how-
first
Okay,
scene of volume 1,
right.
and then it happens
It happens again, and
midway, maybe second
Yeah.
volume.
I
And-
think it happens again midway in volume 1 or it happens somewhere in
It,
volume 1
it happens
as
3
well.
times at least, right
And
now.
then it happens again, but instead of the cat head, it's Shigeru's head.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And then it turns into like a bloody head, and then it's like, oh wow, there's some.
Yeah.
Did she kill the cat?
Dun dun dun.
I don't remember. Like I'm trying to remember. If, like, did she kill the cat or?
They don't reference how the cat's dead.
Yeah. Eventually.
Or at
you'll
least
get to
not
that
yet.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get to the part eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested. Is there anything you guys don't like about it so far?
No nudity. No, I'm kidding.
We want to see the mom naked.
No, I'm not ready for that. No, I don't think there's anything I've disliked. It's nicely paced. I'm not always looking for action. This is an interesting story.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing I can complain about.
I mean, you're the one that likes it the most. You're the furthest, so.
I mean, I don't know if I like it the most, but
Of
I
the
read
three
the
of us?
most,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's true. We didn't even rate it. Maybe we should have rated it. We can get
out
to
of
that.
5.
We can do that. Out of 5.
Yeah, out of
Oh,
5.
okay.
For the first 2 books, I'm giving it a 5.
A 5.
5 out of 5. It's an interesting premise delivered within the first 2 volumes.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna give it 5 out of 5. I am interested in it. The only reason why I stopped reading it is because I don't want to spend money on manga, and
I have them all. Just come over.
I'm not driving all that way out there to read a volume of manga. I'm sorry.
I'll drive you home right now.
I want my own. I want my own copies and everything. That's
I
the
know.
thing,
I
man.
know.
I want to be able to read them whenever I feel like. But Jesse's bought me all the way up to volume 6 at this point, so I could definitely start reading again.
Yeah.
I definitely want to because
So
I read through these 2 volumes so quick yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's another. I mentioned that to Jesse. That's another thing I like about this one is like, it doesn't take a lot of
No.
a lot of time to read.
Yeah. It's a lot of pictures, not as much words. Like Hell's Paradise takes me a lot longer to read.
Yes, it's so hard for me to get through Hell's Paradise
too.
sometimes. Just
But
because
it's
there's so
good.
many words.
But it's good. But it's so hard to get through it.
Mm.
There's a lot of exposition, a lot of
Yeah.
explaining of what's going on.
Yeah. I'm
And
like,
this one, like,
what
it
was
just
going-
leaves you. It leaves you with like what's actually going on. Like,
Yeah, it lets you.
decide for yourself.
Yeah, it gives you time to sit with the characters' faces.
What would you rate it?
I give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
it's my favorite manga, so.
Over Shibuya Goldfish?
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, like, if we're going like serious manga, for sure. But Shibuya Goldfish is just dumb.
You like dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I like you.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
how
rude.
nice.
How nice.
All right. So, are you gonna continue reading?
Yeah, I'd read it.
Yeah.
I mean,
guess.
obviously, yeah.
He's committed. He's committed.
He's committed.
I got
Yeah.
2 more to go.
I'm definitely gonna read it again.
Yeah.
Like, or read more of it. I'm just interested to see what actually happens.
I'm interested in see what you guys think, because you guys have degrees in psychology. So
I think she's psychologically insane.
and my prescription is kissing me on the lips.
I mean, I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it's that deep. It's a
Yeah.
mom that loves her son.
A little too much.
Yeah, and she's gonna do anything to protect him, whether or not it's true. It's whatever's in her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
we'll see.
sure his love interest is at danger. Her father's probably or
His father.
his father's in danger. Probably
Yeah.
anyone near them is in danger.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm guessing the name of the series is a trail of,
A
blood
blood
gets left behind
On the tracks.
on the tracks, whether they're on the run.
There's blood on the tracks.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why, but I picture like a train track, not like a footprint track.
Right, that's what I thought at first, and then
Yeah.
I'm reading this now. It's probably like their tracks as
Yeah,
they run
yeah.
away from wherever they are.
Yeah.
I think the another thing that we didn't mention is that, like, because they just kind of hinted at it towards the end of the volume 2 is because of how traumatized he is, he develops like a speech impediment,
Oh
Yep.
yes,
which is
Yeah.
very interesting to see how it. Like, I remember volume 3, like he could not form a sentence at all.
Spoilers. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
well, I mean, end of volume 2, he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
He makes sounds,
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
It gets creepy.
and the mom doesn't notice.
The relationship between Seiichi and Fukishi, I don't remember.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rafiki, one of the. But I don't know, like just their very little interactions. He knows how to write like young people in like puppy love, and that I've realized that because
You
I-
experienced puppy love.
I got a puppy.
Oh, no. I wasn't even referencing that.
Oh, but yeah, I think this is my favorite manga from this author, and he's my favorite author when it comes to manga. Another one I really recommend is Welcome Back, Alice.
Yuiko.
Yuiko. That's her last name?
That's her
First name, first
I
name.
think.
Yeah. So creepy when they're hugging and kissing on the floor.
First of all, it's a bed. And
Yeah, they're on the bed.
yeah, they're on the bed.
Yeah. Even creepier.
And she just basically forces herself on them. Well, not like forcefully, but like
yeah.
she just basically does it, right?
She's just manipulating him and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, her surname is Fukishi.
Yeah.
Fukishi. Yuko Fukishi. Is there anything else you guys want to say about it?
Nope.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
To reading.
Okay, that being said, jugs and plugs.
Yeah.
Subscribe to us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Google, wherever you get podcasts. I said it in completely random order this time.
It's fine.
New year, new order. No, just kidding.
More manga, more books.
Like, share. Yeah, if you guys want us to keep reading Blood on the Tracks, let us know.
Yeah.
It was pretty awkward this time just because it was our first time doing it as a trio. But, you know.
Didn't we do it? How heavy in dumbbells you lift as a trio?
I don't think so.
Really?
Maybe as a quartet.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember reading it.
I'm pretty sure you read it. I'm pretty sure on that episode.
I think, yeah. Maybe we did.
Pretty
Did
sure.
we do an episode on it?
We-
So this is our third manga?
Well, what was the other one?
Hell's Paradise.
That's the anime.
That was an anime.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, but you didn't really read.
At that
Much.
point, I had gotten through volume 3.
Yeah. So I guess we didn't really talk about the
Yeah,
manga
that's right.
really.
That's right. That's right.
2.5.
2.5. I remember having the manga on the table though for Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's another good one.
if you guys want us to keep reading Blood on the Tracks and talking about it, let us know.
Yeah.
Or if you guys want us to have any recommendations you want us to read, we do plan on doing these shorter episodes for stuff like that.
I have all of Hunter x Hunter. I think I'd rather read it than watch it, but that's
can
up to
read
you
it.
guys. Yeah.
We can read it eventually.
We could do that again.
You get Hanaro.
He said he has his notes still, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too. Anyway, this has been the Legendary Sip Podcast, and we'll see you next time.
See you next
Next
time.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.